Oh yo, this opening hits hard already. Yo, this hits hard though. Yo, it's so good. Yes. Okay. Yeah, you don't even care. Don't care about anybody. Just kill everybody. No, okay, not kill. But, yo, these guys absolutely killed it. Oh wow. I didn't expect like a techno vibe in this. This is super different to what I've heard just in general from Stray Kids. Oh, yo, that was cool. 안녕하세요 여러분, Tony입니다. Hello everyone, it's Tony. So today I've decided to do like a bit of a special reaction for you guys. This one being on actually Tower of God, a anime slash manga slash manhwa slash Korean cartoon, I guess you could call, because for one it's both a Korean original series, I guess you could say, and also because the songs that I'm going to be looking at are sung and I guess maybe produced by Stray Kids, performed by Stray Kids. Stray Kids obviously being a hugely popular K-pop boy group from JYP Entertainment. So Tower of God, for those of you who aren't aware, is originally a manhwa series that was on Webtoon, which is a Korean web comic website that you can put your web series on, and it's originally, this entire series was in Korean. The big appeal to me was that it actually got picked up and got converted into an anime that is now currently airing. It is one of the best anime series to watch for this season. So if you really want to go watch any anime, I highly suggest that you watch this. Very great, very entertaining, awesome to look at. Now, for my own specific reasons, I skipped the opening and the ending from somebody. I actually found out that Stray Kids performed it. So now I'm going to be looking into them. So we're going to be looking at the opening, which is titled Top, and then the ending, which is titled Slump, both performed by Stray Kids. So I'm really excited to look into these guys. All right, hopefully you're ready also. Junbi, ready? 시작! So this is going to be the opening titled Top, and then we'll go to the ending titled Slump. So this isn't the official one. This is the actual full song. Oh, this is the job. Oh yo, this opening hits hard already. Oh my god. So for reference, the actual official video would only have a minute and 14 seconds in the actual opening. So I'm listening to the full 3 minutes and 20 version released by Stray Kids. But if you want to go check that opening out, you can also feel free to. But it's basically the first 1 minute 15 that we're listening to. That would be in the opening for the end. Yo, this hits hard though. Actually, this is different from the opening. It's a bit different. This is the start of the opening. This is where it starts the opening. Yo, it's so good. Never let you go. Yes. So I feel like I should maybe put a bit of context to this for those of you that haven't actually seen the series. It's about a boy. So we're going to be this guy right here. He wants to go, he meets this girl, and then she ends up going away and he has to find her. Now this girl said that she's going to go to this tower, that if you climb all the way up you can get to the top and then you can get your wish granted. Like, she went away because she's going to the tower to get a wish granted. He follows her in hopes of finding her because he doesn't know anybody else. So he follows her in hopes of finding her again, and if not, his goal is to reach the top purely to have his wish granted of seeing her again. Throughout this series, it's kind of like a battle royale, fight for your life, climb the tower as you go. So this theme is very well suited for this, and it's very good. I love this thing by Stray Kids, this song by Stray Kids. Don't never let you go. Now you can kind of understand the idea of like the never let you go. He can't let her go. I like the little techno vibes. Okay. Yeah, you don't even care. Don't care about anybody. Just kill everybody. No, okay, not kill, but whoever gets in your way, you know, don't mind them. I love this portion though, like where it builds. Kind of slow, like it's not as bass heavy. It's super unique. Like I've never heard an opening this poppy and grabbing in my attention, and also how it's styled. This is very unique in the song. I've never actually heard something very similar in it, and I've seen a lot of anime, guys, trust me. It's very different. Granted, this is also maybe the first one I've heard an actual Korean group do that for. Yo guys, if you have not seen this series, you must watch it. Highly recommend. It's interesting how you can hear like sirens in the background. I kind of find that addition very interesting and very nice. It fits the whole thing. I love this like drop almost. Yo, these guys absolutely killed it. Go, never let you go. Yeah, that's a really good song, guys. That was top. So this is the opening to the anime. Really great song. I love the opening. The opening is very open. Like this is the first part that you would hear. You'd hear this like this, and then it's kind of like just leading in. It's kind of very sounds like heroic, charge into battle, very exciting. And then you just have like the never let you go type of thing, the fighting mentality, very like pumps you up for the series. And it's kind of like very telling of the series itself, because you have somebody, main character here, him, who's looking for this girl, and he's not letting anything get in his way. Like there are lots of other people in this quest to climb the tower that are afraid of certain things, but he just keeps on going, and everybody's like, oh my god, this guy's a monster, because he ignores everything all in pursuit of this one girl. So he never will let her go. Absolutely love how they encompass this entire thing, encompassing like this fighting spirit. Really great song. So that's top. This is the opening. Let's get into now Slump, which is the ending for the series. Okay. Again, this ending would probably be not as long. So this is the tower in the red. Okay, so it's a lot more like emotional. Maybe not sad, a little sadder, darker. So right off the bat, it's very different from top. Obviously, it's not as uplifting, upbringing, but this is kind of makes sense, because at the end of every episode so far, I believe there's 6 episodes that I've seen. I might be wrong. It might be at episode 7, but so far what you notice from every episode at the end, it kind of ends off on like a bit of a sadder note, and you don't have as much happiness. In more recent episodes, this is very much more apparent that it's not as happy, and this is kind of also even encompassed in this like image where you see like the skull face on the same character. This is our main character, by the way. He's usually very happy, but you can see that like with the skull is a bit sadder, more dark, depressed. This is kind of like what's encompassed in the end. Oh wow, I didn't expect like a techno vibe in this part. This is super different to what I've heard just in general from Stray Kids. You don't really hear them doing like a techno vibe. Overall, these 2 songs are very different from what I've heard of Stray Kids overall, which is very good and very nice. And as many of you guys have told me, they do like to they produce their own stuff, so they like to vary their style of music. And again, once again, they're showing me a huge diversity in their music abilities. Oh, yo, that was cool. We go to like a rock, a bit more upbeat, like this, like bringing back the fighting spirit of Top. Coming back to sadness a bit. Oh, more rap, okay. So one thing I'm noticing in comparison from Slump to Top, I think that Top, even though they were rapping, they weren't rapping as fast, which is a bit of a surprise to me because you would think that they would rap faster in a more like upbeat tempo song, but in fact they're rapping faster on the slower song, which is an interesting way to compose the song. It kind of brings you back to like those old school maybe 2010 way of how like the rock bands or like the punk bands did their music, where they would kind of do more of this style of like rapping faster on the slower songs. It's been a while since I've heard something like this. But again, coming back to the sentimentality, the emotions. Interesting, I've never... It's very interesting. This gives off more of like a band vibe. This song in particular, compared to Top, really sounds more like it's a boy band and not a boy group. If you guys understand what I mean, like it's a lot more musically intense than the other song. Very different, very two different songs. It's over. Very abrupt kind of ending, but yeah, so that was Tower of God, guys. Like this is the opening and ending to Tower of God. So if anybody wants, this is the to my left should be the poster. It's really different, very entertaining manhwa, or just a series to be looking into. If you want to read it as a manhwa, it's Korean, or you can watch it on Crunchyroll, I believe, or on any major anime site. But overall, Top and Slump, very two different songs performed by Stray Kids, and it really shows a diversity in their music abilities. Once again, when you compare it to any other thing that you've heard from Stray Kids, love the diversity that these guys are putting out. Love the idea that if you were to listen to them back to back, they are very different, but they kind of have connections in between them. So you have Top, which is very fighting spirit, bright, get me pumped, go into battle, sets the tone for everything. But then the ending Slump really sets it up for being like a more sadder, emotional song, but then it still has that idea of like the fighting spirit in the background. Lots of rapping again. They kind of tie both together, and I think that they both lead the series every episode well into one another. You have Top leads it well into like you're coming in from the last episode, leading into like fighting spirit. I'm gonna finish whatever I started last episode in this episode, but then at the end it's a bit more saddening, a bit more disheartening. Will we get through the hurdle this time? And that's what it leads into. But overall, I think that both songs are amazing. Very nice diversity in terms of musicality from Stray Kids. Once again, absolutely killed it. Love the rap. If I were to pick between the two, I would actually prefer Top, just because it's a bit more uplifting, a bit more every day I could listen to this. Whereas Slump, I think that it's more of like, you know, it's not really like emo vibes, but it's almost like in that punk rock genre where you'd have to be, I think, a bit more in a mood, in a rut to be listening to, in my personal opinion. But again, both awesome songs. And if you guys have the time, highly recommend that you watch Tower of God. Love the anime so far. May consider read the manhwa, but we don't know it yet. Yeah, as always, guys, thank you for watching. Kamsahamnida. And as always, also, if you have any requests or want to say anything, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I'll try to reply to them as quick as possible. But until next time, guys, 안녕히 계세요. See you later.